Welcome to the You Heard podcast, your go-to for Miami Hurricanes football. Ben, Joe, Hope, and CB break down recruiting, hot topics, and game day action.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end.
No, let's talk about this right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like,
what are we talking about, son?
Get into it. I felt
Keeping it a buck.
Let me close these curtains real quick.
You heard.
Not looking. Whatever the fuck ever, man.
That's just cruel.
Whatever, man. Whatever, man. You know what I mean?
So he can't even put
Why
his mic
sound
on.
like you mad far away?
He can't even put his mic on to say anything.
Because I had the mic swung away from me. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I wanted y'all to see me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted y'all to see what. Yo, look.
Ain't nobody not seeing you, fam.
That's honestly true statement. True statement. YouHeardPodcast.com. These hoodies are fire. You know what I'm saying? Look, real quick. You got the, I don't know what arm's which. You got the Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Got the You Heard Podcast logo on the arm. You know,
I must live in Indonesia or some shit because
I don't know
I
where
don't
you
get
live.
shipping. I don't know where I live at. I don't.
Which it doesn't
I
make
must have
sense
moved
because
to a
I
foreign
live.
land or something.
I live way more rural, hence the boondocks, than in any of us.
Absolutely.
And I got mine 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Friday. Thursday.
They had to find your house. Like they had to chart your shit on a map. They had to have a travel plan, everything.
The map ends, fam. Keeping it a buck. The map ends before you get to my house. Right. That's why we have 2 signs up. Like, yo, don't fuck this up. This is where I live. With arrows and everything. On some real shit. Like, you made it.
You know, that's probably why he got his before you did, Joe, because they're like, oh, he lives just outside Charlotte. Now you can find that anytime. No big deal.
Yeah, exactly. It took you for granted. Took you for granted. Man.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
They keep playing in my face, man. Let me
tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. This is well worth it. This is probably the fabric hoodie that they wear on campus. It's not crazy heavy. It is phenomenal. Yo, highly recommend it. For the 8 days or 3 weeks that we get of cold weather down here in South Florida and Central Florida, highly recommend it. Just in general, keeping it a buck. Not just because it's part of our website and we came up with the design and it helps the pod and supports us so we can do what we do. Appreciate y'all. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Everybody good?
All good, man.
Yeah, man. Took a nice little nap today, you know.
Must be nice.
Yeah, cleaned out the garage this morning. Spring cleaning, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I'll see it. You know what I mean?
Busy weekend.
Just a bunch of running around, Poke.
No, we had we're moving my mother-in-law out of her house, so we were over there all day yesterday, having like a yard sale, garage sale. All that. It was.
Dang, I wish I could. Yo, my wife was like, "Damn, I wish I could have went to the garage sale."
I had to get rid of everything. Had to go back today to grab some more stuff to try to get sold for too. So it was just been nonstop the last 2 days.
That's so much, man. That's so much. Shout out to a yard sale, but obviously under better circumstances is what you want. You know what I mean? But
but it went well. We did good, and she was happy with the outcome and everything. So
that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah,
I'm saying prayers out to the fam. Prayers out to the folks in the family. Yeah, man. Of course, always. Right. I already know what it is.
Benny, what Joey, you do, man? Did you work? I think you worked a few days.
I did. I worked quite a bit. I didn't like it. I don't know why y'all do this. This is not a fun experience. I'm saying I had to make some trips this past week, but yeah, it's all good, man. Got to hit up a spot that Joe introduced us to. Thank you for that, Joey. You know what I'm saying? I always give you the you know what I'm saying?
You're really on a roll today, man. Like you really just came in.
What I do?
I mean, he just stuck it
right.
in.
I don't know. Like it's Sunday.
It.
It's a Sunday show. It's not Wednesday. It's Sundays, huh?
Yeah,
this is the Lord's Day. This is the Lord's Day.
And the Lord spoke through me and said, "Hey,
he didn't say that. He didn't.
No, he did.
I don't
think that's how it works.
I don't know what Lord you're listening to, but I didn't hear him say that.
But he said, "Hey, make sure you tell Joey thanks for the, you know what I'm saying, taking us there and introducing us to the best spot in South Florida." That's that he give thanks. You know what I'm saying? We give thanks on the Lord's Day. So Joey, thank you. How about that? Flip the right back.
I'll be down in a couple weeks. I'll be down in a couple weeks, man.
Yeah, man.
Straight off the plane to Christop's. Straight off the plane.
Stop telling them where it is, man. Stop telling them. Yo, local people don't know about that spot.
Hey, man, like, they still won't.
It's they don't need
you gotta you gotta know where it's at though.
Yeah, you gotta know.
Kind of hidden. It's kind of hidden though. So
because when you see it, you'll be like,
exactly.
Should I bring in my own hand sanitizer? Like, I don't know. You walk in there, phenomenal service.
It's not in the slums, people. It's not in the slums.
But you look from the outside. It's questionable. It's questionable. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It was straight. You know what I'm saying? Had some work shit. It was all good. Yeah. Shout out to my guy T, man. Pretty sure it's my guy T. Went to high school together. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy. He said earlier he was gonna make the live. So I've known T for
appreciate you.
25 years. Wow. Feel old. But yeah, man. All is good. Let's start with
Mo is early, baby.
What?
No.
Wait.
I don't like
right,
this.
Guys.
End the show now.
Hey, listen,
done.
12
See
minutes
you Wednesday.
7 minutes of absolutely no Canes talk. We're done here.
We're
hey
done,
guys, you guys have a good one. For Benny, Joey, and Poke. This is all we got. Mo is in the building. What a dono. Appreciate you, my brother. Eid Mubarak to all my brothers and sisters. May we all enjoy and have a blessed day. I appreciate you guys for letting me say this. Alhamdulillah. Right? Did I say that right?
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sounded right.
Yeah, felt pretty good. So proud of you, Mo. If every day could be this, if every day could be this, my brother, you would be one punctual man. So blessings to you and your family, man. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody's good. Hope you enjoyed your time with the nephews and nieces and the family. And you're off fasting, so you're gonna be good now. You know what I mean? You're gonna be solid.
Yeah.
Yes. Wild times though. Sun was it sundown to sun up? Whew. Right. Sundown to sun. Yeah, sun up to sundown. You can't eat. It's wild. Yeah, man. So look, let's start it off. Mo, my brother, again, thank you so much for the dono. We got a new commitment.
We got to recruit, baby.
Sure did.
You know, go ahead, drink to that.
Yeah. He was drinking before. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Cheers. And Jarrell, you know what I'm saying? Out here in these streets.
Eagle Rare.
Oh, it's the best. I chef's kiss for that one.
Big Joel Ervin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I feel like it is Joel, right? Like that's the way we gotta say it. Like I understand it might be
Joel. I'm a Joel.
I go with Joel.
Guy.
I go with Joel.
You know,
Joel. I'm on the Joel train too.
Right? It feels like Joel. Joel just doesn't sound. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't sound intense. Like Joel goes, "Oh, yo, Joel's about to whoop your ass." Yeah, you know what? Joel is about to whoop your ass. Yeah, man. What?
Oh, he should. He will too.
Yeah.
6'6", 280.
That number
they got him over 300 now.
Yeah. A junior in high school right now. Yeah, man. 16 years old has to be about 16, 17. Crazy. Wingspan is like out of this country. Like very underrated 3-star guy, of course, but rankings. Yeah.
Out of Fort Myers.
Who does he remind you of when you watch the huddle? Like I always go like the first 3 plays, or like all right, I watch some all huddles like we're like, oh, it was like the first 3 plays for me, just especially because of the uniform, the Michael Orr. Like he plays through the whistle, you know what I mean? Like plays through, just saying there was one where like a guy's severely undersized and he still throws himself on top of them. And he's like, yo, pom, just let you know I'm here all night, fam. Here all night.
He's definitely very aggressive, man. Like I feel like he could play guard too, man. You put him inside,
for
if
sure.
you move him inside too, yeah, he's aggressive. He uses his hands well. He's just a bit, he's monstrous, man.
And he's for his size, he's pretty light on his feet too. Like he
nimble,
moves, he
nimble,
moves
man.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Saw him on a few where he's pulling through and he gets there. Yeah. Like it's not like almost getting there and throwing himself in front of a linebacker or something, try to get a block. He gets there. So definitely like to see that.
Yeah, that's a good point, Tony Talk. I'm thinking of the Inez Cooper replacement, and
Facts,
down the line, yeah, man. I think he could be that, man, because he's a problem.
Because we're gonna need those guys after this season. Like
listen, it's crazy. It's crazy. We're gonna have to, and we know how Coach Cristobal does it. Like, I don't know why. It seemed all right. I'm not questioning his methods, but it seems like he waits until the last minute to just load up on the O. We know we needed the O line. We were gonna need the O line. Last year.
As far as like super ranked up, hyped up guys, because every year he still gets 3 or 4, right? Like every year,
right? But like, remember what he did on the D line last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
2 years ago. This year in the portal in the DB room, he just loaded up. You know what I mean? It's like he loads up on a position.
Miss Polk knows.
Miss Polk knows.
Absolutely.
Miss Polk knows.
Yeah, he loads up on a position, man. And but from what I've heard this year in South Florida, O lineman is crazy. Like the O line class for 26 is just crazy. So this would be the year to do it.
Yeah, you got the IMG cats, the Brett Colajay, Kenny Pepe. Was it Carr? Carr's also on IMG, right? If I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. And then you got Ryan Moret down in Southridge. This is actually a surprise.
Cantwell. Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm saying as far as the South Florida cat,
year.
Oh yeah.
So our guy CB dropped the graphic on his. Obviously, CB's doing his OT7 thing, representing DEFCON. Shout out to him, man. Talk about the little 7-on-7 in a minute, because shout out to them streaming it. So CB's breakdown of Joel Ervin. Powerful and athletic, tenacious, aggressive, quick and agile, people mover, strong first punch, monster in the run game, can neutralize speed and power rushers, finishes blocks, drives people out of frame 100%. Pancake machine, strong as pass pro, smooth puller, nasty at the second level, strong hands, plays with good leverage. Once his hands are on you, it is over. Shout out to our guy CB for the breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even at OT7 will still give you know what I'm saying, some breakdown. So shout out to our brother CB, man. Again, so happy for him doing this thing back-to-back weeks on the road, doing what he loves, man. So shout out to him, man. Johnny
Jones. Yeah, still got Johnny Jones too.
A lot of guys out there, dog. A lot of guys. Yeah, man.
Johnny, I think we definitely got a lot going for us as far as the offensive line recruiting for the next season. Just for guys getting immediate playing time, especially those higher sought after, higher ranked guys that are highly talented. I mean, you kind of see the trajectory that CC took when he came in, and we have another one that we're going hard after, looking to probably fill his shoes. And I think he could step right in and do that. And I think that's one of the huge advantages that we have, that Coach Cristobal has with this upcoming class as far as the O-line goes.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's proven, right? Like it's a proven commodity. You know what he's gonna do. You know how he's gonna teach you, and that goes to the rest of these, like the guys that we picked up since that big class 4 years ago now, right? Or 3 years ago, the CC class. Like that was a class that had Samson in it. Samson stayed patient and working and grinding. Tommy Kinsler staying patient, working and grinding. Like those guys have been cooking. Yes, they haven't made the top 5 because that top 5 is a problem. You You know what I'm saying? Top 6, top 7. So that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be like, yo, this guy can't handle the bull rush. We got to switch him out. These guys can handle everything thrown at them because they're cross-trained and they're ready and they're facing off against his D-line. So, yes, it's going to 27 or 20, the 26 season is going to be a whole new O-line, but you know what I'm saying? Like it used to be not too long ago, gents, that every season we would have a whole new O-line or a new guard or a new center from play to play. So we got real lucky that we had this stable, you know what I'm saying, of 3 to 4 years of a consistently growing and getting better O-line. That now we're like, holy, we've had these dudes for 3-4 years for the most part. That's crazy.
And you got the young boys in the tuck, you know, the young boys just waiting. Anaya and
Tommy Kinsler.
Tommy Kent, that big. Tommy Kinsler looks humongous.
Y'all saw that clip from practice, right?
Yeah.
Holy hell. He is a literal building.
Yes, it's ridiculous. Man. Like that's a 19-year-old man. That was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Bananas. 6'8", 6'9", probably 6'8". Only person that gives Markel Bell a run for his money. I'm saying trying to reach everything in the spot.
For real.
You know what I mean? Make sure to smash that like button, man. Again, hold up before we keep going. Let me be better at this because I've slipped up on this. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you scan the QR code.
It works now. It works now.
It's legit. Thank you to my guy Poke for fixing that. Right there, scan the QR code. Get yourself merch like this. Joe's order is in the mail. Mine has already arrived.
I don't know where it's. I don't think it's in the mail. I don't.
You don't
it's
think
on a camel? It's on a camel somewhere.
Got some pigeons flying it in.
Got some pigeons flying around, man. It's
you know what's really gonna chap his ass is when I order one and get it before he even gets it.
Right. He's gonna get it tomorrow morning.
Right.
Man, I was low key. I was hoping you ordered it on Friday and had it ready for the day show. Just to fuck.
Oh man.
Real shit though. I cannot wait till y'all get one of these. Unquestionably the best hoodie I've ever worn. Like it's not even close. It's not even close, man. Joe, hope you get yours soon. But yeah, man. Look, speaking of waiting your turn, man. It feels like a good point guard transition right there. Our guy Ray had spoke to the media yesterday after their scrimmage, and look, I'm always the first to tell y'all when I was wrong. I absolutely loved what he said. There is that mentality that you think that everybody goes, oh, well, it's not working for me here. I'm going to jump in the portal. Ray is a throwback where it's like, yo, people waited before me and people don't wait anymore. Paraphrasing, y'all can make sure y'all go watch the clip at Hurricanes YouTube or Inside the U or King Sport, wherever all the media that's there. And I didn't think that was a mentality that still happened, man. I'm going to keep it a buck. I thought it was, I need to look for my opportunity. Yeah, it's very rare, and I owe Ray an apology because I'm thinking he's gonna make the jump, right? I'm thinking, look, it's not working out for him, yada yada yada, and he's gonna make the jump, and he completely surprised me, and that mentality is absolutely fantastic, and it shows me that he's possibly if not the leader in that room, because he waited his turn and learned and was humble enough to learn from X and be like, nah, man, I need to be better than X, or I need to be starting over him. And that's dope, man. If y'all got a chance to watch it, what'd you guys think about it? Pope?
I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I think I might owe him an apology as well because I know we said at the beginning or when the season ended last year, when we get into spring and whatnot, I know we had talked about like, oh, well, who do we see sticking? Who do we see leaving? You know, so on and so forth. And I think he might have been one of the ones I mentioned that we would be on the lookout for hitting the portal. If not before spring, after spring, just because of how it has worked out for him since he's been here. And I don't think anybody would blame him if he did, just because of who he had to work behind in X. But seeing his mentality and how he's going forward, you hope nothing but success for the kid. I mean, I've kind of developed a new kind of I don't know, admiration for him, I guess you could say, just because of how he's presented himself and how he's gone about his work. So, I mean, I hope the hell he balls out. That's only better for the team and, as a whole. So, hell yeah, man, go do your thing, stick with it. Trust the process.
Yeah. One thing I like to say before Joey goes, we're not, and we'll never be a show that sticks to old ideas and narratives of what we made. When we're wrong, we will tell you. We're not gonna push a narrative about a certain player. We're not gonna ever do. If I had an old opinion, we're all free to change that shit. Because I remember, Joe, you and I did a clip 2 years ago when we got Ray. I was like, yo, should he replace X? And then 6 months later, it was like, man, should he transfer? Because X he ain't gonna see the field over X. And this is just how quickly this shit changes. And our opinions are gonna change that quickly. We're never gonna be set in stone. Once we get new information, we're gonna change.
I will say this too. I will add to it. I think the addition of guys like Upshaw, guys like JoJo, guys like Moore, the new guys that come in, I think the talent level is going to end up being better than we expected, and it's actually pushing these guys to be better, to do better, to work harder, and to further improve their craft. And I think seeing the reports we're hearing from Ray coming out, I think we're starting to see that.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with everything you guys said. Polk, I think that was my biggest takeaway from it was the competition, and the pushing each other. And I also think though, I don't think he's saying he's actually saying that like he won't leave. Like if he needs to leave, I think he'll leave. I think after this spring, in the fall, if he's still, not starting or at least getting heavy rotation, I think he might, because this is still a business first and foremost. Absolutely. Love aside for the program, he still has to, if he wants to take that next step and he has aspirations of going to the NFL, if he's not playing like he thinks he should be, or, then I think he's still going to leave. But I do admire the loyalty and the waiting, the patience, understanding, I'm sitting behind X, I'm going to learn, I'm a sponge, I'm going to soak it up. And then, do my best, try my best in 25 to get a spot. If it's a genuine competition, and he doesn't beat out whoever he needs to beat out,
Malachi,
then,
Tony,
yeah. If you're there, if you've been there and a freshman comes in and starts over you, it's time to go.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's no hard feelings, but if it's a genuine, if it really happened that way, then yes, it's time to go, man. Time to go.
Yeah, 100%. This is how Flo wasn't sitting back while listening. Because at no point did we say that who he was going to start in front of. We were just saying we appreciated the mentality and the things he said in this press conference. Put your corded headphones in, fam. You know what I'm saying? Sit back in your chair and listen. This is, fam, stop trying. I know closed captioning doesn't work on live streams very well. I know you're trying to read it and can't get the font big enough. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a little bit too long to load, and I understand that. But that's not. We weren't saying he's going to start in front of anybody.
He's been waiting. He's been waiting for you, Flo.
No. I saw. Yeah, college football express happened. Yeah, the juggernaut is home, son. The juggernaut is home. Shout out to our guy Flo, man. He's gonna be live tonight at 8:50. You know what I'm saying, for his live with Cafecito and probably guests that just pop in and out of that thing, man. Shout out to our brother, man. Love you, Flo. Yeah. I know you're gonna be trying to read the captions because you can't hear what we're saying. But yeah, man. Look, it's not.
Flo, hold on. Before we go, Flo was asking a question. Who is he gonna start in front of, right? So obviously none of us have been to practice. None of us know what's going on. You know, we'll see at the spring game what's happening, you know, but you know, who I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. The reports that I've heard, I don't know that anybody has taken that slot reign and just locked it up now. I don't know that anybody has done that. I've heard good reports one day and then reports the next day, you know. So
I hear portal is what I hear. That's
facts.
Yeah.
There's definitely gonna be another portal receiver.
Portal.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely gonna be another portal receiver. But you know, again, for me, I don't know until Notre Dame, until I see that shit at Notre Dame. Until Notre Dame comes to town, I don't know who's gonna do what, man. You know, so we'll see.
Here's the thing. He said, who's he going to start over? Well, if he's starting over everybody, right? So, I mean, that's a simple answer to that question.
Yeah.
Better question is, who's going to start over him?
Yeah.
Portal.
So,
because I go back and forth with that. Fam, that's because, you know what I'm saying, this is me showing the podcast hoodie. You know what I'm saying? You wear a cardigan as a grown man with shorts on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very different where only your elbows. I've told you this. Only your elbows get cold and your knees are fine. Doesn't make any sense. All right, man. Let me get back to the show. All right. Yeah, man. Speaking of portal, what are y'all feeling on where we should go with portals from what we're hearing, we're reading? You know what I'm saying, through Discord, through chats, through anything like that. Where y'all feeling about? Are there more surprises that you like? Are there more positions that you think you wouldn't have thought that going into spring? Because next week is the real scrimmage, and then after that is spring game. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you feeling about it, Joy? Let's start with you.
Yeah, I think I really think at this point it's best available. If somebody comes in the portal, that's a beast. And you could use them, you get them. I don't care what position it's in. Like, if you can get, other than quarterback, probably, or whatever. But linebacker, I've always felt we need another linebacker. Always.
Yes.
And apparently that's the story coming out of practice.
Yeah, that's the story. That's the story coming out. Definitely feel like we need another linebacker. I wouldn't be mad at a receiver. Now, depending on the receiver, like if a high caliber starting receiver comes out and you can get him, I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. And you know, whatever can help. If you can fill some depth pieces in the interior D line, I feel like we have enough edge rushers. Interior D line, I think, you know, maybe a depth piece. O line, because I don't think you could ever have enough O linemen. Secondary, you know, if the right person comes through, but you know, I think they'll fill the holes where they need to fill them, man.
Pause. Poke, what about you? How you feeling? I see you reading the comments.
Linebacker for sure. I mean, just from what we're the reports we're getting and what we're hearing, you know, from coming out of camp and stuff, it seems to be hit or miss. I think honestly, I think the secondary is crowded. I mean, and that's not a bad thing. So I think we're good there with what we brought in before spring. I think if anything, another running back wouldn't hurt, just because of I think the high likelihood of injuries happening to running backs. I mean, we went through that 2 years ago, where we were, I mean, just bringing in guys from wherever just to, you know, fill a slot on the roster and get somebody on the field. So, I mean, you can never say when, you know, a guy's going to go down and get hurt. And because what are we looking at right now? Fletcher, Lyle, Pringle, and
Chris Woody
Humphreys,
okay,
right?
Yeah, that's four. Yeah, you definitely feel comfortable with one more. You do have probably the one. You do have the one guy. I forgot his name. The I don't know if he's still a walk on, but
yeah,
I forgot his name.
It's
the one that CB talked about. The one I have no idea. I don't know if he's still there.
Yeah, it slipped on my mind too. But I think that would be the and then you have to self-adjust too, because you don't know. Well, I mean, they probably do, but what you could lose after spring. So you might have to replace somebody. You know,
which I'm sure they already know.
Right,
like,
right.
They kind of have
Walden.
Yeah.
So appreciate that, Ronnie Graham.
Appreciate you, Ronnie. Shout out to our guy Ronnie in the chat. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to smash that like button. I'm saying if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And check out the website youheardpodcast.com for some merch just like this hoodie that arrived earlier than it could have and should have for my big brother Joey. Again, same, just
all kinds of wrong.
Yeah, just ostrich is gonna shit on the hoodie. In the country,
gonna come with an ostrich egg.
A coyote attack or some shit gonna rip the.
The guy was
waiting on the Pony Express to show up at Joe's door.
Hell yeah,
that shit don't make no sense. Somebody got
clickety clack, clickety clack coming down the fucking street. Like, what the hell?
Little horse
package has arrived. Oh shit! Thanks.
Guy pulling up on a horse and then chucking it at your door.
Chucking my shit. Hell yeah.
Covered in bear pelts and shit.
Guys,
oh my god! Just drops it, lassos it to your front door. Look, running back, linebacker. Secondary. I think somebody leaves from the secondary. Don't know who. I possibly have to replace it just again for bodies. I don't want last year of just the lack of choices there. And wide receiver, man. I say one or two. You just never know. Injuries, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's unproven commodities there.
Yeah.
So
and listen, man, the staff knows what they have. They know. I'm sure they have a plan. And by all accounts, we know they have a plan already. They know what they're gonna attack because the window opens soon, right? The
day after. I think
the day after spring game.
That Sunday, the portal officially opens and it's open for like 7 days.
Facts. I'm sure they know who's jumping in. I'm sure they've had conversations because there's no tampering. There's no tampering. You know what I mean?
Nope,
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure conversations have been had. I'm sure they have a plan. So, it's gonna happen. I'm sure they may have had conversations with people already. Like, I probably need to find
agents. Yes.
So, we'll see. We'll have some new players in May going into the summer.
No sense. We need 6 more safeties.
6 more.
I don't think he knows. Okay. All right. 6 more just in general. All right. That's
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see them guys live, man, and just see how the progression has been, how their bodies are looking. I want to see, you know what I want to see, man? I want to see more speed. Like, I feel like we've been slow as shit the last few. I want to see more speed, man, especially on defense. I never forget at Cal, was it the tight end, man? Just like ran away from everybody, caught a short pass and just ran up. Like, I want to see more speed, man. We need more speed, man. I just want to see it.
Shout out to him selling life insurance now, I think. I'm saying doing his thing. Good for him. Yeah, he ran away from the entire secondary, dog. Yeah. One person didn't cover him and it was over. That's incredible. Incredible. Yeah, just gotta see something. Yeah, just the defense, man, overall. And like you think about it with Coach Heatherman coaching the linebackers, he sees it and he's evaluating that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows there's got to be somebody, because that's what I'm assuming that's how the defense is going to be called, as opposed to when Guidry was here from the safeties up. The linebackers are going to be, you know what I'm saying, more
focus. Yeah.
more involved in calling the defense. So you got to have somebody you could trust on that side. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Who is that?
That's not. I don't think it's on the roster.
Who is that? Hey, Chase Smith been there for 4 years, man.
Okay. You could him, Joe, but what data do we have?
But he hasn't been out. But it hasn't been out there.
Mm-hmm.
He's played. He played. He ain't played some last year.
Don't make me do this.
But not.
Don't make us do this. He's been a part of the University of Miami football team for 4 years.
This is a whole new defense, man. This is a whole new defense.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, this is a whole new defense.
It's just
if this is the attacking downhill style defense, I think Chase Smith can be an asset, man.
And I hope he is. I am rooting for him to succeed.
I think we are all hoping so.
Yeah, I think I think Bobby Washington is still coming back from that surgery he had.
Yeah.
Still
nursing. He posted him again. We don't break news on this shit. We don't do that. We never talk about people's injuries.
Won't be back.
He himself posted to his social media that he was having surgery, which is why he jumped in and jumped out of the portal back in the winter. So he's nursing an injury. Y'all boys got Alderman over Smith. I
don't know. I don't care. Nope, not me.
There's not many people that chose got over.
Nah, that's not true. Not true, but not. No,
I don't have him. If
I don't know,
I'm not gonna be disrespectful, dog.
Almost everybody's on an even playing field for me right at this point.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I respect your take. I'm keeping it a buck. I forgot about Alderman. I thought he moved on. I thought he graduated. I thought he was done. Wasn't even in my top 8.
It's gonna be tough.
Still got Hayes too.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to play Notre Dame with like 2 freshmen or young linebackers.
Or undersized, or underweight.
Because of their run game, their O-line, their physicality. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. So
I think you might need 2, dog.
Hopefully, hopefully you got Wes and
Popo.
Somebody step up. Yeah, somebody, man. Because that's
Wes,
gonna be
Popo,
tough,
Chase, Alderman. I mean, what other?
For real, we took Corey Flagg for granted, man. We did. We did. Corey
okay.
Flagg
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
With the names Pope mentioned, I don't want to feel like I asked what are any of those game-changing linebackers?
Not at this point.
But I don't think we need. I think we just need solid.
Yeah.
Backers, because I think what's in front of them will help them. So if you got linebackers who can just read and tackle, man, that's all you're gonna need to do. Because I feel like the 4 in front of them are gonna do their job, and it should make it easier on the linebackers.
Okay.
Now we haven't forgotten about Pruitt. We're kind of going with guys that have more experience and have been there. So at this point,
yeah, we're just going to go more with guys we've seen than potential. Like we saw Bobby Pruitt, but we saw his speed, we saw his grading coverage.
That's our guy right there, man.
Definitely,
Cameron Bobby Pruitt. Yeah, we're not dismissing him at all. We're just saying we're like the upperclassmen and the guys that have been here a little bit longer than a year. That's all. There's never any disrespect. That's our guy, man.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite linebackers. I ain't gonna hold you, but yeah, I think
I think we're all relying on Wes and Popo to take a jump, to take another step, and I think that's what we're holding out hope for. And I know it's spring, and everybody says everything during spring, and you never know what's going to happen, but you still have to hang your hat somewhat on what you see and hear from spring, because that's the trajectory of the players. You hold out hope and faith that they're going to be the guys, because if they're the guys, they bring that leadership quality to that position room that the younger guys can look up to and follow behind. Now, if you got these younger guys showing out and balling and taking spots from these older guys, then you kind of scratch your head a little bit because of what you expect from the quote unquote veterans, right?
Yeah.
I think that's my question, right? And brought up a great point there, Poke. Like, if the younger guys are pushing the upperclassmen, why haven't the upperclassmen like separated themselves? Is it the new defense? You know what I'm saying? Like, why it should be like, yo, Weston Popo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, absolutely. It should be. If you're looking,
that's what I'm saying.
At it point blank, black and white, it should be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. So now we got to kind of
when
roll the dice again.
It's not, and when it's not, you go to Joe's point. It becomes,
this is what you get.
Am I gonna have to go with two true freshmen, or you know what I'm saying, a redshirt freshman and a freshman in that against possibly the best running back in the country? Like, you could dislike Notre Dame if you want to. Jalen Love is Jalen Love. Like, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, he's a top running
and
back
that O line
for sure.
Yeah, so
there's a double-edged sword. Like, so in the case of Ray and the young Malachi Tony, right? So if Mally takes the spot, it's all good, right? We're happy. Everybody's happy. Mally got the spot. Ray, blah, blah, blah. He didn't get it. He's been here 3 years, you know. But on the other side of the ball at linebacker, if the young boys get the spot, there's genuine concern about why hasn't Wes and Popo, you know, taken the spot. Are we happy that the young guys stepped up and won the job? Or are we concerned? Like, what is it? Like,
I see what you're saying.
So
happy in the fact that the young guys are producing and improving, of course.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, why aren't the guys that have been here taking a step forward at the same time? It should be even, right? So the young guys take this step, okay, then it should translate to the guys that have been there, and they should take that step.
Yeah.
That's in an ideal situation, that's what you hope it to be.
Yeah, is there never a situation where a young guy comes in and it's just better?
Yes,
of course there is.
Yeah, but do you want to get to where you have a roster where that's not even a question? Like,
that exactly.
The young boys are coming in, they know they're gonna sit for at least a year. They know that because you have Xavier Restrepo in front of you, or you have Inez Cooper CC in front of you. You know, so you gotta wait a little bit. So, you know, I think it could be both for me. I've always said I'm not opposed to young guys starting, man. If he's ready, he's ready, dog.
For sure.
Cat's been playing football since they were 4 or 5 years old, man. If you can play and you're physically ready, play him, man. Play him.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And I think we got some guys that can do that. And Pruitt and Wiley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, play the best players. If your young guys are improving daily and your older guys are plateauing, or, you know what I'm saying, not taking that next step to distance themselves from the young guys, like, you know what I'm saying, like, they're getting the same.
They're
working and they're getting the same teachers.
Yeah, they may just not be better. This
right. There's going to be a point where talent is going to take over in some situations.
Yes. If Bobby Pruitt is blowing up plays and he's just a tad bit undersized, and the upperclassman isn't making those same plays, but is the size you want him,
and
who's making the play?
Yeah,
who's making the play?
You go with the guy that makes the play.
It can't all the time be about we've seen him or he's been here. That can't be, that excuse bothers the shit out of me. He's been
Chase
here.
Smith, sir. I would like to present you.
Correct. I was just bullshitting, but
yeah,
Chase
I
Smith.
know.
And I was just bullshitting. I'm rooting for Chase Smith, but I understand if somebody's better.
Crazy.
If somebody's better, somebody's better, but that excuse just bothers me. Like, fuck, if he can play, listen, all these young guys you recruited have played big time football. Yep. You know what I mean? And if they're from South Florida, according to everybody, South Florida's the mecca of football, right? So they should be ready to play.
Yeah. Chase Smith is different though, like where he's basically been like our Cam McCormick. I'm saying battled a ton of injuries, and that's like 2 years off the knee. But if you're this is where the difference in the criticism comes, like if you've been playing for that time and the young guys coming in are better than you or pushing you, then you know what I'm saying? Like Chase Smith hasn't had the snaps other linebackers in that room have had, and those guys are being pushed, or those guys are going up and down. That's where I have the question. You know what I'm saying?
Tara Will says Chase has been running with the ones. Yeah,
I would love that story, bro. I would love that story.
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely love it.
But are there ones and twos right now? I mean, if we're keeping it a buck, everybody's running with everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure. When you look at the ones, it's who's the first out, right? When you call, hey, first team defense, let's go. Then those guys. Yeah,
but that could change from day to day too.
Sure.
It's like, hey, you're the ones today. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow you might be the twos. The next day you might be the threes.
Yep. So. Pilo asks who to start safeties.
Yeah, I saw that. That also could be how they handle that, right? Like, if they get put on the one, then the next day they're on the three. Like, do they drop their head and quit? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's constant the psychology behind all that shit. But you're right
for sure. Yeah, 100%. Because you're looking, like you just said, you're looking for. Oh shoot, I'm on the threes today. I was just on the ones yesterday. Now I'm just gonna, stand around and kick rocks, all day and not go hard or do anything. So yeah, 100% agree with that. And they also, you want to put different formations, different lineups out there to see who works well with who too at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
Facts.
Yeah.
Pilo asks who are starting at the safeties.
Poiser.
Yeah.
I gotta see it, man. I hear it, man. I got to see it, man.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it.
Gotta see it, though.
Poiser. Who's at the other side? Markeith? Because Zaquan isn't.
Zaquan hasn't even been. Has he even been?
He hasn't been practicing. He hasn't been practicing.
Day.
I can see. I could see Day though.
This goes back to the Sharpie or pencil conversation we had a couple weeks ago.
Such a great question.
Poiser's still going to be a Sharpie to me, regardless. So,
yeah. I'm with you on that one. On the other side. So, Pilo, the answer is we only have one safety.
I don't have any.
Single high every game. Single high every game.
Because I don't know, Pilo.
We got like 28 corners.
I have no
Just run
clue.
single high.
If we tell the other one for all of us, we got Poiser as being poked. Joe has no answers, no clue. Just I don't know. Now, do you get a safety in the portal?
If you need one, if you feel like you need one, if the right one comes out,
the right
if somebody up in Minnesota is like, I miss Coach Heather, man. I miss you, guy. I miss our late night talks.
Whoa, pause. What?
I want to, come down to Miami. I don't want to endure another winter
bonded well
up here, and he decides to come down. Then
warm.
That's what fantastic
it is. Weather.
You can play outside year round.
Yeah, I want to get me a Latina mommy. I think I'm gonna come down and chill, man.
There's beaches.
Get some arroz con pollo, baby. Be outside, dog. Tony Toga says Poiser Day starting safeties. Okay,
you can go to Christoph's and get breakfast.
Yeah, I'll take you. I'll take you over there, man.
You might not because you might miss it. You might drive right by it, like I did the first time. You might not see it, but it is the spot, man. Yeah. All right. before we get up out of here, did y'all get a chance to see Josh Pate's take on Mario Cristobal that he dropped from his, I guess, earlier podcast in the week, the little clip that he dropped?
I did watch it, baby. I watched it.
I did not want to play it because I don't know if it's one of those like copyright things where we get dropped or flagged or demonetized. But he basically said Coach Cristobal is a good recruiter. There was two. Yeah, go ahead, Pope.
It's the same narrative every offseason. It's because it's what gets attention. It's what gets clicks. Anytime Miami is going to be mentioned during the offseason with whoever the coach is going to get attention. It's what the brand does. If you haven't been a Cane fan for long, you should know by now that when Miami is mentioned in the media, it's going to get attention and it's going to get clicks. It's going to get likes and people are going to start talking, good or bad. It's always going to happen every offseason. And I think it was the same narrative we heard time and time again. And those of us that have been around this program for any amount of time know that. We all know that everybody expects national championships every year out of Miami. And whatever coach comes in, they expect one the very first year he steps foot on the field. And the reality of it is it hasn't happened. But what Cristobal has done and what Josh Pace pointed out perfectly, what everybody points out perfectly, is that what an elite recruiter he is, the talent that he has brought to this program and this team since he's been here, the improvements he's made it better than it was in years past. I mean, outside of a national championship or even a conference championship, what more do you want at this point? Yeah, we all want the win totals to go up. Yeah, we all want the titles. We want the trophy at the end of the season. But to get from where it was to where it is now, how can you be upset with that?
Yeah.
Yep. He made an excellent point, man. He made an excellent point. You made an excellent point, Pope. Pate made an excellent point. What did he say? What is it? 3 or 2 current coaches have won a national championship?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. When people talk about winning, it's only chip, right? Only championship.
That's it.
Now, I'm probably in that boat too. You know, I'm not gonna hold you. I want it all. You know what I mean? I'm a win big or go home type of guy. You know, I certainly think, and I've said it plenty of times, we should be in the ACC championship every year. I've said it plenty of times.
I don't disagree.
Now what Pate said is correct. Like, if you don't see what has been done and what's being done, you're just foolish. You're either hating or, something, it doesn't make sense to not see what has been done and what's going on. Like the roster is crazy better. It's ridiculously better.
Yep.
The staff, at least on the offensive side of the ball, is legit to me. We don't. The jury's still out on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah. Culture. How do we measure culture? We don't know. We're not in the locker room.
Right.
We're not on the field. But by all accounts, the culture is better. A good culture, good solid culture. NIL is solid. Everybody gets paid. Everybody gets their checks when on time. The direct deposit is there every week when it's supposed to be there. You know what I mean? So, and the buzz in Miami is the buzz. We're getting national buzz again for the right reasons for the most part.
Yeah.
Next just comes the winning part of it. That's the only thing left. Right? That's the only thing left is the winning part of it. So it has to happen, man. That's the next step. So
I agree. Josh Pate said it best. Like, look, this is who he is. Like, to grade him otherwise on some like other metric that you just made up in your mind, he's never gonna meet that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never gonna meet those expectations that you have for. But that's not who he is. Like, Coach Cristobal had to basically build the program all over again. You know what I'm saying? From the president on down, from assistants, from staff, from the building, from probably reception, everything had to be done a certain way. And we'll never understand that what that all means, right? Like what that work, like what that level of work really took. Because we're just thinking, yo, why aren't we champions yet? Why haven't we won yet? Why are we missing on these recruits? You see every practice we have national recruits coming in, relationships being built, conversations being had, probably on every level from where you'll play, where they see you, to NIL expectations. It's a totally different game than the football where most of us, especially the three of us, fell in love with these games. Like, this is a different landscape now that's being managed every single day differently. Look, man, the talent level went, like, again, I'll go back to the offensive line thing that I said at the beginning of this. When's the last time that we're like, yo, we've had these guys for the better part of 3.5 to 4 years. And we know one guy is basically a first rounder next year in CC. You know what I'm saying? Cooper can make himself some money, might be a second rounder as a guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see what he's building to his first year. One draft. One guy drafted or whatever, something crazy. Like, fam, like, it takes time. And yes, it sucks because you see other people with their microwave seasons and all this shit. He's trying to build it for the long haul because this shit was broken when he got here. He's gonna recruit at the highest level possible, the highest level we've seen. And if you're gonna grade him on only on the guys we missed and the things we didn't do, then stop watching football, because not everybody's gonna do something to make you unhappy. Like, that's not a real way to approach it when it's not a real way to grade it. Like, we can't tell you how hard that shit is. We can't possibly understand it. It takes a long time and a lot of people going in the same direction with you, which is why you have staff changes. The interview process might have gone well, but the season bears out, and you see that person might not be a good coworker. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are things you have to learn, and you have to go through the growing pains of it. And yeah, it sucks. 10-2 last year, best offensive in the country, and our defense sucked. That happened. But that shit was still every Saturday, getting to watch Cam Ward. Mario Cristobal all recruited the NFL, fam. Like, there's guys right now that won a national championship that aren't going to get drafted. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mario Cristobal last year, I recruited the NFL, and we just shit on that because Guidry couldn't get their guys to understand motion. Like, he can't be responsible for everything. He expects people to do their job. Maybe that's his fault, maybe it's not. But you can't grade him on a different shit week to week, play to play, and he should be responsible for all that when he's trying to build the most talent possible to make those mistakes that happen because it's coaching and it's life less and less every Saturday. He's trying to out-recruit and outdo himself every season. He probably looks in the mirror like, yo, last year was cool, but now let's do better. We don't understand that shit. We don't wake up and say that shit to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no podcast about somebody doing shit about my job. Not one about Joey's, not one about Pokes, not one about anybody here in the chat. Like, you want to be negative, be negative. If you're a hater, be a hater. That's cool. If you're a rival fan, eat a dick. Now, why are you talking about us and quoting us about anyway, man? We shouldn't matter in your life. You worried about us? We were worried about y'all, man. That's it.
All I care is that people be fit. Like, there's people I don't care for. You know what I mean? I might get some. We might get shut down right here. You know what I mean? We're gonna get some backlash. I'm not the biggest Tupac fan. I'm just not. Never been. Never been. But to say he didn't change the game, he's not a fantastic artist. He doesn't have some of the greatest albums ever. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Just because you don't like somebody, that shouldn't negate what they've done, fam. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. You can't show it. You can't.
Don't mean they're trash.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So
I mean, shit. I like Taylor Swift, and
hey, man.
So
we support you.
Come at me. I don't care. I do not care.
You're about to watch a documentary again. Shout out to my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy. Yo, 3 hours long is crazy. I can't do documentaries. I ain't gonna hold you. I just can't, dog.
It's not a documentary.
The Kendrick and Drake thing is the perfect
concert.
The perfect, example, right? So I'm not a Drake fan. Ben, you're not a Drake fan at all.
Nope.
But to say Drake can't rap, is crazy.
Yeah.
Drake can rap. I don't give a fuck
Drake
what
can
you're
rap.
talking about. He can rap.
Yeah.
You can still
acknowledge
Drake
somebody's
songs.
greatness. Yeah, there's a bunch of Drake songs I like.
You got two Drake songs? You said you like two Drake songs?
There's a few that I still like.
He makes songs. He makes good songs, son, for people who want to hear that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's just not my. It's not my thing. Like I'm not a Playboy Cardi fan. I can't. You know what I mean? Like there's things you're not going to like.
Yeah.
So Westlight says not a big Ho fan personally. Believe Jada is better. And
no doubt, Wes. You can say that, but you can't. You have to admit that Jay do his thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's just what it is. You know, you cannot like somebody, man, and understand.
Dash Hoffa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Listen. So that's all.
It's just, the big difference between it is if you don't like Mario Cristobal and what he's doing, fine. But ain't nobody liking Norvell because that dude sucks.
Oh, God.
Just straight up.
Like they're
garbage.
Dog. Oh, it's fantastic. I love to see
they hang on to that 13-0.
I'm not even acknowledging anything.
Oh, it's fantastic.
There ain't no acknowledgement.
Hey, man, appreciate y'all so much. Y'all got anything else before we get up out of here?
Nope. Spring game coming up, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, real quick, my guys will be, you know what I'm saying, they'll be representing the pod. Sadly, I will not be out there. I will likely be doing probably a live stream or something from the crib. I'm saying watching and hanging out with y'all who else can't make it. Appreciate y'all, man. So my guys,
I may have my shirts by then. I may have my shirts,
or probably not.
Or I'll tell them to just deliver it to the facility, to the hack. Like bring it to the hack.
Come straight there.
Bring it to me at the spring game, though.
You gotta look up the tracking, and it's gonna be like somewhere like Nicaragua or something.
I'm actually gonna check that. I'm actually gonna check that when we get off.
I looked at the tracking. It says it's here. It's in North Carolina, but
damn, that's crazy. Yes, Jabari Flowers.
Yeah, I've heard that he probably.
Yeah, it's not looking. Yeah,
I've heard.
I mean, it's not.
But
it's not looking. It's not looking great. It's not looking great. Yeah. Pilo says I used to hate Kobe before we get. I used to hate Kobe so much because he didn't play for the Heat, but had no choice of respect. Exactly. Exactly.
Anybody who doesn't play for the Heat, Pilo, that's not cool.
that's the rating. Hey, sometimes that's a person's rating system. You can't knock it. There's a lot of people out there like, oh, okay, that guy's good. Calvin Johnson, perfect. You know what I'm saying? Georgia Tech. Didn't like that he had one. That all they did was run go routes with Reggie Ball, but you didn't know Calvin Johnson was going to become that. So yeah, man, it is what it is. All right, man. Appreciate y'all one more time before we get up out of here. Scan the QR code right there, right there. See it? Just go off screen. Scan it right there. You know what I'm saying?
CB.
CB
miss you, bro. We miss you, CB. Nope, just thinking about him.
Oh.
Shout out to CB.
Hey, real quick, did y'all get a chance to see any of the OT7?
I did not. No.
I watched a little bit of it. Bryson Wright out of Jacksonville. I think he's a freshman. He's like a 2028 or 29.
Mm-hmm.
Whoo!
What is he? What does he play?
Wide receiver. Fam. Problem. He's on. I think it's Raw. I want to say it's Raw Miami. Whew. He's with Calvin Russell. Yeah, Calvin Russell's on it. Yo.
Cool.
Problem. C1N is a yeah, man. We're about to get up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all so much. Remember, we're available wherever you get your podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Leave us a comment on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. It helps grow the show. Appreciate y'all so much, man. We up out of here. Peace.
Peace.